Welcome to Mamas and Mimosas. This is Marianne.
I'm Roni.
I'm Janelle.
Today we're talking all about Valentine's Day. How we celebrate, how to get the kids involved, and gift ideas for your significant other. So grab your mimosa, pop in those earphones, and let's dive right into episode 8.
Okay, so
Woo! Get
it. Okay, so do you guys make a big deal of Valentine's Day at your house?
No.
No?
Just like, Landon's still small, so like it's only things like for school parties or whatever. Like, it wasn't always a big thing with Adam and I because I don't know why it wasn't. It was just like, because when we were first dating, he always made everything extra special. So then for like Valentine's, it was just like, I don't know, like, he's like, oh, I do this for you normally anyway, so.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Hey. Go. Team
And then after we had kids, it was like, whatever.
Okay, so it's kind of similar. Like, we don't go over the top. Like, I bought a decoration for the door from the Dollar Tree. And so I'll bring that out. So that's like as far as like the decorating goes. And then we fill out the cards for school, and then I'll get the boys, like, well, now that Ray's around, I'll get her too, like, just like a little extra candy heart thing box or whatever. But that's pretty much it. I mean,
do you go all out with the cards, or you just put their names on it and ship them, or do you just like
we'll put like a lollipop?
A lollipop?
Yeah.
Well,
oh God, I know.
You are extra
over here. I do. I like bring out the
all the
dishes, like that have hearts, like the dish towels that have hearts.
I love it.
I like put little cups like for them to use during that time.
Wow, see?
And then I for the things like if they need to take to school, like I'll reboot them. So if I won't just send like a card and a sucker. No offense, Mom.
Oh shit.
No offense. But I'll like literally transform. Like this one time they put me on the list to send like juices to the party, and then I made them like in little robots. Like I glued like nerds on there and suckers for the ears, like all kinds of stuff. So it's terrible because I feel like I put more stress on myself because I'm like, you could just fucking put their name on here and send it to school. Why do you have to like do all this extra shit? But it's just like it just like warms my heart. So
when do you do it? Like when they're sleeping at night?
Or now like they want to get involved. So of course my oldest, they don't send stuff to school. He's trying to get me to buy girls stuff for Valentine's Day, and I'm like, no, you have no business bringing a gift if you can't buy it yourself. So I'm not.
Thank you.
But my middle son, he gets involved, and I'll have him help me. So we'll make it like a project after dinner or something. We'll sit down at the table and do it together. And then with the baby, for now I do hers because she's too little, but she'll help me like
now.
Put them together.
Is that expensive? See, I'm a cheap ass. I'm always like, that's gonna be so expensive to make.
I'm all about like on a budget. No, but I am the mom. Like I like doing all this stuff, but I'm like cautious of the spending too because my husband is like really, really frugal, and he'll like lose his mind if he thinks I'm like spending way too much money. So I'll go to Michael's and get like supplies or something, but I use that Michael's coupon. Or I'll go I do the coupons. Or I'll go like the 99-cent only store like has a ton of stuff that you can put together. Like so I do bargain shop when I do that because the kids are just gonna tear it apart anyway. So
that's true.
And then they have a lot of cute like in Target, like that little bin, the dollar bin.
Section.
They have
dollar section.
No, now it's going to $5
section.
But when it was a dollar section and they had all those little cute kitchen things, like I'll just get stuff from there. So, but I set myself a limit. Like I'm like, okay, so I have 3 kids that need stuff. Well, now just 2 because, like I mentioned, Devin isn't taking anything. But I set myself a budget. Like, okay, I'm not gonna go over. Like I'm not gonna go over $25 or I'm not gonna go over $30. So whatever I can get for that to make it, that's it. I won't go crazy like spending $100 on stuff like that. So I budget myself and make it happen.
We just got Valentine's Day cards at the dollar store.
Hey,
store.
They
have cute ones.
They
They had
have
like
cute
35, and so then I just got lollipops. I'm like, call it a day.
Same. And if you keep going down those aisles, I'm sure like you can find all kinds of stuff to put together for cheap. You don't have to spend a lot of money.
When they were younger, I think the most extra thing that we did was make like Valentine's Day cookies or like the heart shapes or Rice Krispie treats and drizzled some chocolate on it or something.
Oh, that's what I do with Landon now.
What do you guys do?
We bake stuff.
For Valentine's Day?
Yeah, like.
Oh, that's cool.
You just get them involved.
Any other special activities that you guys do that are fun and easy with your kids? No.
Just, like I make them go shopping with me to get the materials for the stuff so that they could be involved. And then on that day or around that day, I'll make our meal, like our dinner, according to Valentine's. So we'll do like heart-shaped ravioli, or we'll do pizza. So we'll do something like that. Like that meal will be based around
Can I just come over here? Can I send my children over here?
This is what we mean by your extra, like the super mom.
I love it, and they look forward to like, are we getting the heart pizza? Are we getting heart ravioli? Because Costco has like a big thing of like heart ravioli.
Really?
Yes, and it's like inexpensive. It's super cheap, and you get like a big, and it's already shaped. They have like steaks there that are already cut out in the shape of hearts.
You're lying.
Yeah, it's already. Yes, they're already. The steak is shaped in a heart. So if you want to do like a dinner for your hubby or something, the steak is already
like
in a
it's
heart.
the week of Valentine's they sell it, or it's
it's
all month long.
No, they usually do it like at least 2 to 3 weeks before Valentine's.
Okay.
If you go in there, they have it.
I'm gonna do it this year.
And even if you go to like, we'll have to link. I don't know if you can link Costco. They'll be on there.
Probably not, especially their meat.
Yeah, probably won't.
Yeah.
But if you go to like some stores, I've seen it at like, I think like Home Goods or TJ Maxx, they have a little section with like dry foods. I've even found like pasta noodles that are shaped like hearts, or
really,
and they even have Christmas ones too that are snowman. So yeah,
that's so cool. Okay, so then what about this year? What are you guys' big plans? Has it changed over? I mean, since you guys have had kids, like, do you think Valentine's Day has changed?
Yeah, ours changed, but we just went on date night last night, and because we were talking about that like on the first episode, like my husband and I have made it a point, like, okay, we originally were trying to do like, okay, every other week let's go on a date, but I think it was like too much for us.
Hard, yeah.
So we're like, okay, once a month. I know it sucks. It sounds like just like limited, but we're gonna do it once a month. So he's like, yeah, that sounds like more attainable. So
it is.
That's
and
what
then
we're gonna
eventually
do.
it'll get, especially because your baby's so young too.
Yeah.
Because last year we were trying to do once a month. And then this year we're like, okay, let's try to do every other week, and then we take turns planning, you know?
Okay.
So so far, I mean, it's only January, but we've done.
It's only been 1 month.
So you guys just started that back up?
The 2 times a month?
Or just date night, like consistently?
That was like a New Year's resolution. Last year it was like at least once a month, and then some months we skipped because it was just too busy. But this month we're gonna get on it. This year we're getting on it,
girl. It's so worth it. I think we're a little bit much. Like we do like date night like at least in a month, maybe like 4 times out the month.
So every
That's
week.
good though.
That's good.
And especially if he's home. If he's traveling, then it's hard, and we probably only get like 2 times in. But we at least try to get something every week.
And it helps that you have family that live with you, so you can kind of be like, hey, we're going. Yeah. It does take a village, I know.
It does.
Thank God.
Need your village.
So then what about you guys? Has it changed since having kids, your Valentine's Day dates?
Oh, of course they've changed. Because before, like, I feel like my husband used to go, like, all out. Like, I remember this one time we were dating, and I was working, like, I don't know, as a nurse or something. Because originally I thought I was going to school to be a nurse. That's another whole story. But while I was there, he like found my car and like lit rose petals from
Oh
the door to my car,
gosh.
and then in my car he had it like all decorated, and then once I got home he continued the like rose petals.
That's
and it like lit. But what was funny is like I feel like I lived with my parents when he did this.
Oh.
So I'm like, what were they saying when they saw him
They
come
were saying,
standing up
"We're
with the
about to
rose
get
petals?
some."
Oh. They were so young. So he used to like go all out, and then now I feel like since like we do date night so often and like acknowledge our love not just on that day,
Yeah.
that is kind of like another day, but we'll kind of make sure we like acknowledge it a little bit.
Yeah.
So then what's a typical gift? Like, is it like flowers and cookies and
Well, now,
chocolate?
like, sometimes it could be, a gift could even be a damn oil change when you get married. You're like, I'm gonna get your tires. Happy Valentine's
Yeah,
Day.
I
It's
hate
so
that.
right.
My dad used to do that to my mom all the time. Like, hey, we just got a new couch. That's your Christmas and anniversary present. And I'm like, that's so messed up. This is our couch.
I know. No, we'll usually do like a dinner, or he'll have flowers, like, you know, just the normal thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm like, I'd rather just do like either go on a date or get the other gift, because I'm not gonna. Flowers are nice and
They're
I
gonna
love
die.
them, but yeah.
I
don't
remember
wanna feel
making
obligated.
the mistake by telling him back in the day when I was in high school, like, oh, I don't really like flowers. They die and blah, blah, blah. And then you go
Never did.
15 years with no flowers, and you're like, I wish I could get some flowers nowadays.
And he's
you
like,
know?
wait a
And he's
minute.
like, but
Back
you
in
said-
2002,
I know.
you
this
said
day-
you didn't like flowers.
You said you don't like flowers, so I'm like, I change it. I want flowers
I
here and
want
there,
flowers now.
here and there.
Every
But-
now and then's nice.
Yeah, but so our dating anniversary is at the end of February, so we kind of, like, now that we're married, we just celebrate the dating anniversary instead of Valentine's Day. So we kind of do like a combination on the anniversary, so it's like February 27th, because we're so old. It's like, oh well, we beat the crowds. And you know, like, you don't have to
Exactly.
wait
Very
for
sweet.
a reservation and all that stuff, and the prices aren't sky high, you know. So we do that, but for Valentine's Day, like, he'll give me like a really sweet, heartfelt card, and he usually is like really good about writing like all his feelings, which is so nice because he's not that kind of guy.
Yeah.
He's not all mushy, but
it's
like he
good
gets
to get
real
that.
mushy in the cards, and I'm like, I saved every single one of them. I
How
still, yeah.
cute.
And
That's
Girl
cute.
Scout cookies. So Girl Scout cookies come out every year in February, and we just, that's our
That's
gift
your
to each
thing.
other.
Hey, that works.
He likes the mint chip, I like the Samoas, and I'm like, I'd rather get Girl Scout cookies than freaking like a
Chocolate.
box
How
of chocolates.
cute is
That's
that?
like,
That
our
is
jam.
cute, because
That's-
then it's like a reminder, like whenever
Yeah.
you see the Girl Scout cookies.
yeah.
That's
But back in the day, man, we used to celebrate like big.
Everything.
But I
Yeah.
feel like we did all of our ideas the first
Yep.
couple of years that now we're like, I don't
No,
even know
it's
how to be
true.
romantic anymore,
Yeah,
you know?
True. You run out of stuff. And our dating anniversary is actually February 13th, because he was like,
Oh.
I didn't want to ask you out the
On the
next
day.
day. So he did it before. So it
Oh,
kind
okay.
of, we combined them too.
That
But
is so funny,
But
because
yeah.
I feel like he asked me to be his girlfriend on Valentine's.
Did he?
Yeah.
So
it's your
That's so
anniversary.
funny. I never even
so
thought
that's
of it
your
that way.
dating anniversary.
So then what was your best Valentine's Day or gift from your kids or your husband?
It was supposed to be, okay, so we got engaged.
On
But
Valentine's Day?
it wasn't on Valentine's Day, but that's like, we went out like a week before or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And he said that's our Valentine's date, because then we don't have to be with the long lines
Yeah,
and
uh-huh.
whatever. And he proposed. So
Oh, that's a
I
good
consider that
That's
yeah.
a
Yeah.
good Valentine. That's an awesome one.
That's awesome.
Mine would be, okay, it's gonna sound really like foo-foo, but I promise you, I don't know how he hooked this up, but I feel like this date went down in history, because I was just blown away from the time that we got in the car to the time we got to our destination. So he, we started off with like flowers in the car, and then he drove me to this airport, but he didn't like say like pack a bag or anything, so I didn't think we were doing
Yeah.
that.
Was this when you guys were young or like recently?
This is
Not that you're
when
not young,
we
Like,
had-
did you have kids already?
Yeah, we had. I believe we had
The two boys.
Devin and Peyton
Okay.
already, so it was
Just
kind
trying
of
to
like
get
a
a time
recent
frame.
one. And he had like some kind of connection with like this airport where it wasn't technically like a private jet, but it was only like a few seats on there. So it was like just us on there and the pilot and stuff. And it took us to, I want to say, Napa Valley, where the wineries.
Yeah.
And we went to like all these wineries, and then we went and like stayed at like this little cottage. And I was like blown away that he like put this whole thing together.
Yeah.
And it was like that date went down in history. I was like, oh
And
my
that's
God.
how Harley was.
Oh, Harley was in Hawaii.
Dang, so he has like the romantic.
Oh yeah, and
bone
even when
in
we
his
were
body.
dating, like he used to do like all kinds of stuff that would like blow me away. Like
Wow.
he totally won me over for real. Yeah, but I would say that date stuck with me and went down in history because I
That's a
had
good
never
one.
been on a plane like that, and it's some kind of way where when we were on our way back, like there was another guest that got on the flight because it's some kind of way like you book it and other people can get on there, but on the way there it was just us two, but on the way back we met this guy that was with Google, and he like had created all this stuff from Google, and so him and my husband ended up like linking up and like doing some business together, so it was like a good trip all the way around.
That's cool.
But yeah, that would be my in history Valentine.
So my best one was like in high school. My boyfriend, but now husband, came to pick me up, and he had filled up the back seat of his car with a bunch of balloons.
Mm-hmm.
He jacked my idea. Remember I took his car keys?
Yes.
Yeah. From episode, what was it? Episode 1 or 2?
Like
Yeah.
who we are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. But he filled up his car with balloons, and I had to pop them, and inside each balloon had like a love note of what he loved about me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I have them.
How
I have
cute.
them. He was so romantic.
What?
Yeah.
That was before kids?
That was way before
Oh.
kids. We were like 17 years old. No, 18.
And you still have the notes?
I still have the notes,
Aw.
and there was tons of them, and then he made me, he knew I liked Rice Krispie treats, so he made me like a heart-shaped Rice Krispie treat, but it was like rock hard, you know, it was like inedible,
But
it
he
was
did
so
it by
thoughtful.
himself.
Yeah.
And then he made dinner. I remember he did the whole thing too with the flower petals, his mom, sorry. My mother-in-law, she wasn't home, and he made like a steak and shrimp dinner, and he like sprinkled the rose petals to the bedroom, and then he even made like handwritten menu, and like he put the
Dang.
candle lights and stuff. This was so long ago, but it was it was awesome.
Now, what was I'm going to flip it a little bit, and what was the best thing that you think you've ever done for him for Valentine's?
Oh my gosh, probably nothing. Oh my gosh, I mean,
Let's flip that question now.
I don't know. That's a hard one. I have to think about it.
What about you?
Okay, but wait. Go. You answer the best gift or.
We got engaged.
Oh yeah.
She answered it.
Oh
She
gosh.
answered it.
So then, what is your best gift that you've ever done, or thing that you've done for him? That's hard, isn't it?
I
The
don't
like
know.
guide.
You know what? I gave him a child.
That's a good one.
I said yes. I will marry you.
February 10. No, yeah, it's like hard because that month's so busy for us. Like, Landon was born on February 10, and then Adam's birthday's on February 24th, so it's like,
Oh, it's busy.
it's super busy. And then, like, we got Valentine's Day going on, so it's like almost like we always, like, he's always just said, just combine my birthday and Valentine's gift together.
Yeah.
So it's always like this year he wants, because he made me my office area,
Yeah.
he's kind of like, I want one of those. So
I
he
want
wants
some.
a whole setup. Like
He's
he
dropping
wants,
hints.
he wants like a TV screen as the monitor, and he wants a new laptop, and like,
Oh wow.
so I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
okay, this is your Valentine's and birthday. He's like, and it could be my Father's Day and Christmas this year because it's that much. And I'm like,
wow.
excuse you, it's that much.
He's like, well, let me
Yeah,
rethink
a new laptop.
it.
Oh my gosh.
But do you guys think that it's more of a woman's holiday? Like, and that's why we don't really put the effort to, like, do stuff for them? Because it's expected
Yes,
that they have
I
to do
think
stuff
so.
for us?
Well, I don't know what my excuse was back in the day before we had kids, but now that we have kids, I think like we keep it super simple,
Mhm, mhm.
and we both get each other cards, and we both get each other the cookies and stuff. And then we'll do up our anniversary bigger. Like we'll plan,
Yeah.
Like
somewhere.
last year that we did the country concert? It was like a group thing, but I bought him tickets and
Yeah,
we
yeah.
planned that surprise trip
Yeah.
to
gift.
Chris Stapleton.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was his anniversary gift.
Okay.
But it kind of like a everybody gift.
Yeah, but it worked. It was
That
fun.
worked.
That works.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just, you get so caught up that you forget. And it's all about the simple things. I feel like I'm so grateful that my husband's like simple. But I know this one time when we actually moved into our new house and we didn't have like any furniture in there, and we were so busy around that time, and I'm like, what can I do to make it special? So like we had like a really good view, so I put like a table and chair outside, and we just had, no one was home, and we just had dinner like at the new house with nothing in it and like watched the view.
Dinner and
it
sex.
worked. Of course.
See, that's what they get. They get the sex.
exactly.
They give us the good stuff, and then we
you
give them the good
rewarded.
stuff.
Then you get rewarded. We get to swing from the chandelier.
So what was your worst gift that you've received or given
Worst gift.
for Valentine's?
I think like one year, like I got my tires rotated or something, and I was like, I do not want that. But then I tried to like not be a bitch about it and was like, just be grateful. But I'm like, really?
Yeah, it's not romantic.
Yeah,
you know?
but I think he came back and like got flowers or something. He must have seen my face and was like, let me get some flowers from the guy on the corner for $5. It's better than walking in that house with nothing.
Empty-handed.
Oh my God, what about you?
I don't know. I feel like every year he's been pretty good about like bringing at least
damn
like chocolate and flowers. Like
That's good.
like he'll act like, oh, I didn't get you anything, and then like as soon as I wake up, he like disappears and then brings back like, or has Landon bring in like the chocolates and flowers. But I know I get those every year at least. So if anything, I want to say when Landon was born, he combined my push present you get after giving birth.
Some people don't get
And
that.
I didn't get no
I
damn
didn't get a
present.
push gift.
Well, he combined it with Valentine's, and it was like a Fitbit. And it was,
Still, that's good.
I mean, I loved it, but then in my head I was like,
You want
is
me
he
to hurry
telling
up and
me I
get
need
back
to
to
like lose weight?
Yeah. Oh my God. I feel like mine sounds ungrateful because I'm not a big jewelry person, or I'm very like particular of the jewelry that I'm gonna wear. So I asked him for, you know how you have that necklace that says Roni?
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him for one, and I specifically wanted to say the Roman numerals 27 because that's like our favorite number and our family number. So, and I had it like exactly the idea of what I wanted, right? And so he got me one. Well, he actually got me two. One in silver, one in gold. So the thought was there, and it was
He's
so
like,
thoughtful,
in
and
case
I
she
love him
doesn't
for
like
it. But
this
it
color.
was like unreadable. Like you couldn't read that it
was so
said
tiny?
27. Like wherever he ordered it from was probably online. It had like the script. You just couldn't tell what it was.
Oh,
it
it was
just
just like written in words.
it was written in the letters
Yeah,
and you couldn't
XX
make
whatever,
it out.
and you couldn't make it out,
Oh.
and it looked like a big smudge. And then it was like this small, and it was awful.
The thought
And
was there.
I was
Yeah.
it was like one of those things that you're like, oh my God, this is so sweet, but
It's wrong.
hated it.
It's incorrect.
And obviously I didn't tell him I hated it. I pretended that I loved it, but I think he got it because I just never really wore it, you know?
You're like,
I mean,
oh my gosh, I love it, but your face is like,
and yeah, but that's my worst one. Poor guy.
At least he tried to get you what you wanted.
But he's pretty honest with me. I think that if I'm honest and I'm like, oh, but I'll never wear this, like, I think he'll get his feelings hurt. But that fool's honest with me, and he'll tell me, like, oh, this isn't really, like, my style. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it back. Like, I got the receipt.
Yeah.
Let me get something that's your style, you know?
Yeah.
But I think that
If you
because,
did it to him.
like, if I did that to him, he would get his feelings hurt. So I'm like, I love it. Oh, my God.
And then he's like, where is the necklace I bought for you? And you're like, oh yeah.